Well, good evening, everybody. It's Monday night. It's time for another Flosstube, and my name is Faye, and this is Fairy Tales, my Flosstube channel, mostly about cross stitching, but quite often or not, other crafts creep into here as well. So if this is your first time watching, then welcome. Go and grab yourself a drink. Go and get some biscuits. Come and sit down, join with me, stitch with me, or just have a right old nose about what I've been up to. And if you're back, then thank you so much for coming back. It's really nice that people are subscribing and watching and liking. And I am getting quite inundated with comments as well at the moment, which is so lovely. But I've just not managed to get through every single one of them on the latest videos yet. So I am working my way through, only because I do my comments from my laptop, because that's where I log onto my Fairy Floss account, and not it doesn't always let me send the comments for some bizarre YouTubey reason. Sometimes it just buffers and the comments never go through. So I write things and then nothing ever comes out of it, which is really annoying. So I will do some responding later on tonight as well. But yeah, it's absolutely lovely to see you. So what have I been up to? Another full week at work, which of course means not as much stitchy time because I now have to commute as well. So it is what it is. I know I don't always show that much, but I do just like coming on every weekend or every Monday, as it seems to be now, and just checking in with you and showing you what I have done. And I'm real life. I can't do this for a living. I just like to share with you my bits and bobs. So, what shall we start with? Let's start with the finish. So when did I start? On Friday. I was feeling a little bit, like I needed something different, something new, just moving away from other things for a little bit. And so with Cross Stitcher magazine, no, World of Cross Stitching magazine, last month, there were some really pretty moth designs by Tiny Modernist, Cheryl McKinnon, Tiny Modernist. And if you followed my Instagram feed, I did what was either very fun for you to see or very weird and boring for you to see. I'm not quite sure. I enjoyed doing it anyway. I decided to do a little colour completion update on my Instagram feed. So after I finished a colour, I took a picture of it and put it on Instagram. Then I finished another colour, took a picture of it and put it on Instagram until I got through all 11 colours. Then I did one for the backstitch and then I did one for the FFOs. And it was quite fun because it actually kept me focused on a project and made me finish it over the weekend as well. Because I think if I hadn't done that, I probably would still be stitching it now. And it was it was a different way of doing it, and it was quite nice watching it grow as well. I mean, I know it was my own thing, but watching it grow through all the different Instagrams at the time. I could technically show you on my phone if it lets me. It's not even letting me log in at the moment. And it made for quite a pretty feed as well, I thought. But so oh hi Melly. Oh, he stepped on the keyboard. I don't think he's damaged anything, but now his ass is in the way. There we go. So it started with the orange, and then as we carried on, oh God, I think Marley's about to tip a chair. I just added each colour each time, and it grew and it grew and it grew into a beautiful moth. And moths are just as beautiful as butterflies. And so here is my Atlas moth fully finished and my tiger moth fully finished. And what a beautiful little pair they make. And I think the colours are so vibrant. So many people have commented that they're butterflies, and they're not. They're moths, and they're so underrated. I think they're really I mean, I love butterflies as well, and I've recently, I don't want to say got into, that's a bit weird. I really like dragonflies. When I go bird watching, quite often I don't always see the birds that I want to see, but I'm really fascinated by dragonflies. I do bird photography and wildlife photography, but dragonflies is just something I haven't managed to capture yet. And I think I want to do some stitch. I think there's a chatelaine with dragonflies in it, and it's something I'd really love to do. I absolutely adore nature and all the little. I love bugs. I love all the little bugs and all the different colours you get, and yeah, it just fascinates me. It really, really does. So yeah, that is my start and my finish of the week. Is my two little butterflies that now sit side by side next to my little embroidered bumblebee. Um, so that's quite an achievement for me. As I have been non-stop working as well and trying to do uni work, which isn't really going that far to be honest. And then my other whip of the week, well, no, is, let me just move that down, is I did some more of the lovely Banyan cat. Let me just get a picture of the finished article. He will look like that, and he will be going to the in-laws. We now have a date set of when we're going to the in-laws, so I actually do need to crack on with this and finish it. So you might see quite a lot of this week. I think I did say to you that I can't put it on my feed, my Insta feed, because my mother-in-law has found the Insta feed. She hasn't quite cracked YouTube yet, so it will just be a YouTube only showing this. But I was hoping to finish this bit actually, but I never got around to it. This top bit here, I've been working on the triangle now, so that's quite another big patch of the cat filled in. And I think just because it's quite spread out and there's quite a lot of white lines in between, it is stitching up relatively quickly. So I am going to keep bashing on at this throughout the week and see how far I go with it. Technically, we are visiting in a very safe COVID fashion. We shall be seeing them at the very, very end of April. So I've got like a month, a month and a half to do this. But I think potentially I could get it done maybe if I go a bit monogamous for a week or two, that could be done. Speaking of monogamous, I didn't pick up the knitting this week, and I just needed a break from it, I think. I'm going to be honest, because why should we not be honest? I love knit. I'm really enjoying knitting. Now I've actually learned to knit, it is really enjoyable. However, because that blanket is just one thing, just going left and right and left and right, or the same, I don't know, you knit. I am just finding it that little bit not stimulating enough. That's why I've kind of, for some weeks it was suiting me because I didn't have to think about what I was doing. But at the moment, I want to get on with stuff that's really stretching me a bit and teaching me new things. So I've not done much. So I'm going to make a valiant effort to get it back out again this week and keep going, because I want to send my new goddaughter's little parcel out at Easter time with some nice things for her and my little godson as well. They'll get some bigger stitchy things towards Christmas time, most definitely. But I do want to make them some nice personalised items for their nurseries. And is it still a nursery when you're 2.5 years old? I'm not sure. Nurseries and bedrooms, anyway. So that's where I am with the knitting. And I think you might remember last week I did my Tiny Decisions wheel spin and said I was going to get my chatelaine out, my mini chatelaine, but I didn't, just because I got distracted by everything else. So I'm sorry about that. If you're looking to see the chatelaine this week, it's rolling over to this week, so hopefully I will get it out for a bit this week. But like I've just said, I might, because I've now got a bit of pressure on this, I might be going a bit monogamous on this as well. So you never know what you're going to get from me on a Monday. Sometimes it's a lot, sometimes it's not. And it rhymes. So we shall see. But that brings me to now some haul. I am just going to pause the video because I've realised I've left like the main part of my haul on the other side of the room. So bear with. And I'm back. Right, okay, so I've had some fun haul actually this week. Because I thought I'd have a little rummage on eBay and see what there was on there as well. I just wanted a few little bargains. I was just feeling a little bit like I needed some retail therapy, which I quite often feel, to be honest. I'm tidied up because the cat's on the prowl and he gets on my nerves. So, what I need to show you first, however, is something that I purchased about 3 or 4 weeks ago, and I was very concerned that I had lost it, and I was a bit gutted because I was thinking I had to hide it because Marley wants to play with it, and you know when you hide something and you can't remember to the life of you where you've hidden it. Well, I found it when I was doing my eBay haul the other week. This is part of the eBay haul that never made it to that video. So I was dead concerned that I might have to actually purchase it all again. But I ordered some Needleminders because I wanted some more Needleminders from Stitcherella Designs. And oh, she's fab. She packed everything so nice. So the Needleminders came in this little wrapped up tissue paper. I don't know what's wrong with it. Tissue paper. And they came with this really, oh god, really sweet little rainbow charm and heart, which I'm gonna dangle off something. It's so cute. And I got myself How to Be Cute because I need to do some more studying on that subject, I think. And then I also got, which I absolutely adore, I don't know if you can, hopefully you can see them, a little duck, because I have got a thing about ducks, rubber ducks, and real ducks in general, and a little cat on a Converse, which is the cutest thing ever. So, yeah, I honestly thought I was never going to see them again, but I'd hidden them somewhere pretty obvious as well. So it's just me being a bit of a buffoon, to be honest. So that was my purchase from a few weeks ago. So Stitcherella Designs, great service. She has some lovely, lovely, lovely things. So definitely go and check her out on Eebs, and their Instagram as well. Yeah, absolutely lovely. So the duck, the cat, and the How to Be Cute book, which I shall study immensely. So that is my Stitcherella haul. I'm just going to pop those away because Marley does prowl. And then also this week it has been magazine week, which is always an exciting. So 2 arrived on Saturday morning and then 1 arrived today. So I've got a lot of reading to be getting on with in the next few days. So I'm not going to give you a flip through because it spoils it a bit for those that haven't received theirs yet. But this is the front cover of The World of Cross Stitching, which I'm sure you've seen spotted all over Facebook and their pages and stuff. And it has these really cute, I'll show you, seaside hoops at the bottom, and one of them is of a bandstand. And growing up, I played in brass bands, and we used to do a lot of bandstands on seafronts and things. So I'm actually planning on doing that, just as a little bit of a nice memory. Also, Cross Stitcher magazine arrived, and there is lots of really nice things in this, including this really nice cover design. And what was the other one I saw? Oh, it's not on the front. Yeah, oh yeah, there's so many gorgeous things in this. So between those 2 magazines, actually, if you're wondering which magazine to get this month, just get both because they're both quite nice. I won't show you the gifts because that's a nice surprise as well if you've not received the magazine yet. I know Cross Stitcher always tell you what next month's gift is going to be, and I'm a bit like, oh, it'd be so nice if it was a surprise. But hey ho. And Love Embroidery magazine has some really sweet things in, which I never get round to doing. The reason I don't think I get round to doing my embroideries is because it takes so long to prepare and draw on the fabric and get that bit done. I just never get that opportunity. So maybe I will try and kit 3 or 4 up that I'm planning on doing and have them ready in bags so I can just get them out and get going on them. Maybe that's a good plan for me. But the one I absolutely love here is that whale. I just think he's absolutely gorgeous. So speaking of whales, you might have seen my Instagram reel the other night. I have been trying to. I'm getting a bit techie. I'm trying to do reels and things, but I'm not sure that they're that good, to be honest. And when you watch people on TikTok and the reels, they all look so flawless and they do really fun things with the camera, but I am totally not up to that yet. But hey ho, it's fun to try. Um, so I f was flicking through eBay, and then I just found this person that was getting rid of loads of stuff, and she was selling a whole kit, not kit, a whole collection of sort of sea creatures and sea life things. So I can show you now in more detail. Somebody asked on my reel to show it in more detail actually on the Insta page. So this is our Arctic and sea motifs. Some of these are absolutely gorgeous. The little clownfish, I think, is super cute, and also the little seagull at the bottom, and the walrus. Well, I'm going to just say all of them, aren't I? Yeah, there's some really nice little motifs on there. So that is Graphworks International, 1996. Um, Quite old school, some of these. I'm going to say back to last. The Ocean, which has got some bigger projects, um, which are really nice. I can't open these booklets because it is just charts inside. These charts are like really old school. They've got like handwritten symbols on and stuff, which is quite funny. I've not seen handwritten symbols for so long, and to think that somebody somewhere has made that effort to draw in every tiny weeny little triangle and every tiny weeny little cross, I love it. It's just so great. Um, but yeah, there's another nice clownfish on there. Feels a little bit of a Nemo thing going on inside my head at the moment. So that's the next one. Oh, this is very sweet. This is a sea mammals book. Um, this is some kind of American selection, and got this gorgeous little baby seal. And these otters have got really cute faces as well. And I do like those killer whale. Are they killer whales? I think they're killer whales. Correct me if I'm wrong. Obviously the zoos and aquariums have been shut for a year now, so I've forgotten what all my animals. No, joking. What some things are called. But yeah, I think that's absolutely beautiful. I'm very tempted to do that. I'm tempted to do more. I got this one, which is seashells. I'm not sure this is really my bag, but you never know. It might come in handy at some point, or maybe one day after 5 years I'll realise I'll never do it and pass the stash. But I do like it. I think if I know anybody that likes a shell pattern, I might make it fun. Might be fun to play with threads and different colours and things on those patterns as well, actually. And then the last two that I've saving the best till last. My 69 tropical fish. I love these one-nighters. They're such a great little layout. So 69 different tropical fish to do on there. And I could probably quite happily do them all. If I'm honest, I'd really like a fish tank, but we've got a cat, so I don't think Marley plus fish tank would equal a happy environment for all of us, to be honest. So I think this might be my replacement fish tank until we like get a larger home and there's room to have like a proper secure like gangster style in the wall fish tank. When I get rich and famous from this YouTube channel. But until then, I think this might have to be my fish tank. And then the last one I got, which I love. I'm thinking of actually kitting this up sometime soon anyway, is 47 marine mammals, and it's got every different type of whale and dolphin and porpoise and um other things. I'm not sure what else. That narwhals as well that you could imagine, and I think that would look so cool on the bathroom wall. I just think that's um on some kind of really nice hand-dyed fabric, but sticking to the called for colours for the dolphins. I reckon that could look really, really nice on the bathroom wall. So that might get kitted up soon because it excites me. I love stuff like this. I love busy things. I love like Lowry painting. I think there's lots of things going on in it, and yeah, this really does make me want to go and get all these greys and blues and go and stitch it straight away. So that was my big haul off eBay, which was pretty good actually. And then my final purchase was a little treat to myself off Amazon, I think it was. And one of my friends, who you can follow on Instagram as CJ Made, is one of the most amazing artists that I know, and just one of the most creative people that I know. And I find her really inspiring. And she goes to this club called Sketchy Bitches on Sunday nights, and they do lots of self portraits and draw each other, and quite often they'll costume and they'll do like Frida Kahlo or 60s or 70s or whatever is the theme for that week. And the girl who runs it, Dulcie, has published a book, and it looks so cool. Now, this is the book. It's called Sketch Appeal: The Art of Self-Love, and it's all about drawing yourself in self-portraits, but having a lot of fun with it as well, thinking about the mediums you use, thinking about the angles, and thinking about different styles of artists. So there's like, you can do a Picasso version of yourself in here, a Hockney version, and like, I'll just do a quick flip through if I can. I'm not very good at this. To say that I'm a children's librarian, I should be able to read picture books on the screen. These are some of the different people that have contributed to it, and like, look how fabulous that is. Like, that's absolutely amazing to draw yourself like that. So this is totally out of my comfort zone. I have never ever drawn myself. The closest I've got to drawing people is a couple of weeks ago when I did the Women's Day. What was it? Well, the Women's Day zine with the children's authors. That is the closest I've ever got to drawing people. And so this to me is like a little bit of a panic attack, but at the same time, I'm really looking forward to a new challenge. I'm looking forward, now I am feeling a bit more creative, to try out these new things. So watch this space. If they're good, they might get shown on here. They might get shown on my Instagram. If they're absolutely dreadful, they might never ever be shown from this book at all. But yeah, this is a really beautiful book. I've not done any of it yet, but I can still recommend you buy it and try it anyway. Because I just know it's going to be a lot of fun. Whatever it looks like inside, I'm pretty sure I'm going to have a lot of fun doing it. So that is me. To say I've only stitched 2 things, I've managed to talk for 24 minutes. This is longer than when I have loads of stuff to show you. I think I'm learning the art of waffle and stretching things out. So if you have made it this far and you did enjoy this video, then please like it and please subscribe to my channel. I am super grateful for all the subscribes that I am getting, because I'm really enjoying making this channel. I feel like now it's not just about showing off my cross stitches, but it's actually just embracing creativity as well in whatever form that is. And that's what I just intend to do once a week. I think I'm going to switch from Sunday nights to Monday nights, because I generally get stuck into a crafty project on a Sunday because it's the only time I've got, and it gets a bit broken up when I have to start filming and editing and things. So, and it's quite nice to think that I've done a day's work and then I can come home and do a Flosstube and say hi to you all. It gives me a reason to get through the day, which is always a nice thing. So, on that note, my plans for this week is let's not make any plans, because who knows what I'm going to pull out of my tray this week. Definitely the knitting. Excuse me. Definitely the knitting. I have no excuse. And definitely some more Banyan Cats, because that has now got a bit of a deadline. But anything could come out. Who knows? It will be a surprise next week, a fairy floss surprise. I will still be putting things on my Instagram as well. And that is all the news I've got to share with you, I think. Oh, on Saturday, I went bird watching for the first time in ages. I took my big camera out. I've got a proper DSLR set up. So I took that out and I did take some close-ups of birds and a few pictures. So what I will do, sorry, I'm trying to keep some hiccups in, is filter through them. If there's any good enough, I will share them on my Instagram reel. And maybe, would you like it if I made like a little not PowerPoint, but like a little video of some of my shots that I've done so far of my birds? If you'd like that, then please let me know in the comments below. If you just think, oh no, I'm here for the stitching, nothing else, Faye, then that's okay as well. That's absolutely fine. But I was thinking maybe I could do like a little display of what I have done, because it's nice to look back on my own pictures as well, actually. And I love my birds. And I saw lots of grebes at the weekend. Yesterday, one of my friends sent me a picture of a dead bird in a dad's back garden. Now, that is actually not too uncommon for me, for my friends to send me pictures of dead birds and go, Faye, what is this? But it was quite, and I think it was a dunlin. It was quite an unusual bird to find in your back garden. It wasn't your regular poor little blue-tit that had landed on the window. So I have told my friend to get her dad to ring the local RSPB and just let them know what it was in the garden, because I'm not quite sure why it would end up in your garden. I mean, unless they're they can fly, so they're not, I don't know. Anyway, enough about bird watching. Save that for another vlog, shall we? That is all from me. Got another week at work, so I'll be nice and busy. And maybe I'll show off my books to you next week that I've been reading on the bus. And in the meantime, let's see what happens. Keep smiling, keep stitching, enjoy yourselves, whatever you're up to this week, and I shall see you next week for another stitchy video. Have a good one. Bye.